All right, got some inequalities we have to solve for right here, right now. When you solve this problem, you're going to work this just like it's an equal sign, and then we'll start dealing with the issues of the inequality as we get there. 13 you have to come up with first, just add him to the other side. So you're solving an equation just like you would. 2x, so was that 30? So x is greater than 15. Like everything's okay. It's an inequality sign, greater than, less than. Now, let's do a second example where we know the trick is coming. All right, second example. Let's run this one, 14 minus 4x. Let's do greater than, let's throw an equal to on there. What do we got here? How about 26? So, still working it the same way. You're trying to solve for x. You've got to deal with this 14 first. Positive 14 on this side, negative 14 on that side. Still rolling. What is that, 12? Now, you know the rule for inequalities. This is the main rule, biggest rule on inequalities. Anytime that you're solving this, and you have to multiply or divide by a negative, that changes your sign. So what that means is, for us to solve this, we're dividing by a negative. So if you divide by a negative, dun dun dun, you have to change this sign. So it was greater than, and now changes to less than. So this is x, this is less than or equal to negative 3. So main rule of inequalities, anytime that you multiply or divide by a negative, you got to flip the sign, change the sign. All right, 2 down. Let's go. All right, 3. Got fractions that show up. We know how to do this. 6/5 x, let's go less than 60. So on this problem, the problem is the fraction. The issue is the 6/5. So to get rid of it, we hit it by the reciprocal. So 6/5, we're going to multiply it by 5/6. So on both sides, we're taking a negative 5/6, and over here, we're multiplying it by a negative 5/6. So on this side and that side. Now the beautiful thing is, this cancels. Negative times negative is positive. Like everything's gone. The only thing you have left is the x. Over here, you have 60. Most people like to do it over 1. And then they can multiply the top, multiply the bottom. But what just happened? You took your inequality sign. You are multiplying by a negative. So anytime you multiply or divide by a negative, you got to change the sign. Less than, whoop. Changes to greater than. All right, let's finish it off. What is this? Negative 300 divided by 6. X, negative 50. Oh yeah, so be on your toes whenever there's some negative signs around. So if you multiply by a negative or you divide by a negative, you got to change the sign. 1, 2, 3 in the books. Number 4. Okay. All right, so getting rid of fractions, something that's kind of been a theme this week. You've got a 3 on the bottom. They've divided by 3. For you to get rid of it, you do the opposite dividing, you multiply. So this 3 on the bottom, we're going to multiply by 3. So multiply by 3 on both sides. And what that does, it gets those 3's to cancel out. So you don't have them in your way anymore. 27. Now you're solving this problem. 13's been added. You subtract the 13. And you are in business. Right here, you're going to divide by 2, but it's a positive 2, so you don't have to flip the inequality sign. 14 divided by 2, x less than or equal to 7. All she wrote. All right, got 7 examples to do today. 4 of them are done. Got 3 more. let's see here, number 5. Like a 7x minus 2. 11x minus 18. Okay, same plan for solving inequalities as you would if it was just an equal sign. Got to get your x's together, got to get your numbers together, like terms together. So the 11x and the 7x, the negative 18, negative 2 becomes positive 2. So we are putting like terms together. The 11x was positive, over here it's negative. Negative 2 on this side, positive 2 on that side. You've got a negative 4x left here, a negative 16 there. For you to finish this problem, you're going to have to divide out the negative 4. So what happens when you divide by a negative? You got to flip that inequality sign. So x less than, so you divide it by a negative. Here, we'll just show it all. And in doing that, boom, boom, you change your inequality sign. These cancel. X less than, negative divided by negative, positive. So be on the lookout for multiplying or dividing by negative. Change your inequality sign. Let's do some tricky negatives. Number 6, kind of a longer one. All right, so you're writing this problem down, and then a big trap that's waiting for you on this problem is this negative 2 right here. Because when you distribute this, like you're fine with the negative 10, but when you distribute, boom, boom, you got to remember it's negative 2 that multiplies times both of those. So this becomes negative 2 times 7, negative 14, negative 2 times x, negative 2x. All right, so we got rid of the parentheses. We got everything lined up. Kind of my style is I like to keep my x's together, and then I like putting all my numbers together. So negative 10, negative 14. Over there, they change signs. So it becomes negative, negative, becomes positive, positive. All right, feeling pretty good. I've got negative 2x, positive x. Boom. What is that going to be? Like 24 is negative 6? Oh, that's it. X less than negative 6. So really the big trick on this one was the negative 2 times 7, negative 14. Negative 2 times x, negative 2x. So watch out for that sign right there. Okay, we got one left. I got to show you a double move for our last example. Let's do the last one. Okay, we've got a double inequality. We've got an inequality on this side. We've got an inequality on that side. You've got two problems at one time. All right, how do we solve two problems at one time? I'll show you. First off, let's get rid of this 9. So we're going to work a problem on the left, and we're going to work a problem on the right. Negative 9 in the middle. We go positive 9 when we work it on the outsides. So we take the negative 9, we add it on the left, and we add it on the right. So you're adding on both of them. Clean this up. What is that going to be? 4 less than 2x less 10. You got 19 plus 9, 28. All right, now you're only one step away. You were trying to solve for x. It's still been multiplied by 2. So for you to finish this off, we just divide everything by 2. So divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2, and we get our answers. 2 less than equal to x, less than equal to 14. So you got a double inequality situation to get a hold of. All right, there you go. So for this third homework, 7 examples, inequalities.